During the Blast Fall Finals, Na'Vi played Astralis twice on Inferno, and the Danes would emerge victorious in both of these games. Now, whilst losing, unlike most players, s1mple did not have average performances. Across these two maps of Inferno, s1mple went 63 to 27. 63 to 27. Is this real life? Brushing to one side, questioning how Na'Vi could still lose games with s1mple playing so extraordinarily well. Today we're going to examine how s1mple outplayed Astralis twice on their own map pick of Inferno. So let's see an example of s1mple playing well off his teammates come and execute from Astralis. And of course they're forcing up here on a second round with that plant on the pistol, and these rounds are always dangerous for the CT side. So s1mple, he was playing here towards front side, but now he decides, I'm going to push forwards towards short and get some information. We also have bits here towards the cubby to give s1mple a little bit of a hand. Now peeking onto boiler, he sees nobody there, decides I'm going to commit to playing the sites here of Electronic in towards graveyard. Now as the smokes come in, s1mple on the second try will flash above Electronic. Bits has also come over. Bits will get one kill onto short, and now s1mple kills balcony and then frags all three players as they come up short. They all knew he was there and they're all swinging out for the trade, but s1mple, it doesn't matter. He's so skilled, so well positioned, he gets all three frags, and just a great display of playing for some information into a short, then falling towards the site and then playing as a trio as Na'Vi were. They got all the frags on Astralis and shut down that dangerous second round for Spy. Retaking the B-Site is something any AWPer will find themselves doing a fair amount on the CT side of Inferno, and here for Na'Vi and s1mple it is no different. So holding top first, in case anybody was up there, is s1mple, and now Bits, he's pushing up a Magisk. He's up close in towards Ruin. He will find the kill on towards Bits, and now s1mple knows he needs the trade. He pushes into the molly, gets a great no-scope here on towards Magisk. Now mollying out to new box is s1mple. He decides to trade onto the FAMAS, and now together s1mple and Electronic will come through the CT. So s1mple jumping through, gets tagged down to 6 HP, and now playing in front of that flashbang. s1mple gets the final kill. He has the kit and will just about get the defuse here on towards the bomb. So s1mple, a great display from him, waiting for the riflers. Fearless on the trade there on towards Magisk, going through the molly, and a very fast decision there to go through the CT smoke, playing together with the time going low. They had to make a fast call like that. It was that final call to go through the CT smoke which really helped Na'Vi close out this retake. A great quality of a player like s1mple is their ability to hold your team in situations they have no business still being in. And Na'Vi, they're going for a B execute. s1mple smokes towards coils, and now coming in late, he's holding the push through these smokes, but all the frags are going the way of the Astralis players into a 2 versus 5, and Na'Vi, s1mple finally gets the trade here onto Zipnix, onto a second oranges. Now in a 2 versus 4 after plants are s1mple and Bits. Now s1mple, he's going to play around this pillar here. He's looking towards that kind of CT boost area. He's kind of playing this kind of semi-aggro position. He's trying to force a fight but not being over aggressive and just giving up his life for free. You can see him now just holding the boost onto that CT area. Now the retake starts to come in, that flash over coils from the CT players. Bit gets one but does get traded out, and s1mple decides he's going to fall in towards dark. He's trying to dodge the nades. He's playing wide. He gets the first frag onto device and the second onto Zipnix, and there's definitely a world where he gets the spray transfer there onto Magisk as well. And overall, of course, rounds are not over until s1mple is dead, as he hauled Na'Vi back here from a 2 versus 5 into a 1 versus 1. He's so good at knowing which sort of angle to play for the situation here. He had to force fights. He played dark wider there. He got 2 kills and almost a third on towards Magisk, and almost brought the round back for Na'Vi. For some teams, calling second round on T Inferno can be a bit tricky, but here Na'Vi is going to make a great call, and we're going to see how s1mple plays in the executes for Na'Vi, how he sits back and lets the entries go in first. So Na'Vi here are going to be going for a B pop on the fly CT smoke, and s1mple is going to play towards this cub. He's dodging the entry flashes, he's holding the pusher, and he catches Glaive coming through that CT smoke. Now he knows the device is here towards CT. He gets the frag through the smoke onto device, and being shot in the back, he 180s and gets the kill on to Zipnix. There's 2 things here we should talk about. The first is the great call to go explosively onto B. Now, on the second round force buys from CTs, they're almost always going to have 5 smokes in play, and Na'Vi knew that was happening, so went explosively onto B. There's no time for the counter smokes, and they get themselves up and onto the bomb site. The other part is how s1mple plays in these executes. He's the player sitting back. He's letting the entries go in first whilst he holds the push throughs, catches those players, and then sets himself up for the after plant where s1mple really comes to life. Now, of course, this video is about s1mple, but we'd be amiss if we didn't mention Electronic and how strong the duo of Electronic and s1mple can be. Now, in this round, Na'Vi, they're trying to work their way onto the A bomb site. You can see them now wrapping from long, but unfortunately, every single entry duel will go the way of Astralis. Now, Na'Vi, they'll find themselves in a 2 versus 5 with just s1mple and Electronic remaining. s1mple, he's lurking his way up towards the hay carts here, and he knows there's 1 player site and 1 player in pit. He swings out, he almost catches Dupree for hitting this insane headshot. Electronic in towards mini pit, he gets 1 before swinging out and finding a second. s1mple, he's now working his way up of short. Device will tag him, but he does find the frag, and soon enough, with Electronic going down, s1mple will find himself in a 1 versus 1 scenario. He's on such low health, getting tagged down even more back behind the pillar. He swings out and domes Magisk. And on this round, despite Astralis doing everything right and getting the round into a 5 versus 2 with players like s1mple and Electronic who are monsters individually and so good at playing off each other, Na'Vi are always going to win some rounds, which very few other teams can. So on this round, we're going to see s1mple playing well around bit towards brackets into rotating onto B and showing the Astralis players 0 respect. So on this round, bit is going to commit to playing under porch, and this means that s1mple needs to stick around now that long has been smoked. It looks like a brackets take from Astralis, so smoking mid as well as this very strange nade bouncing back off the wall. Bit gets 1, and s1mple knows he needs to show presence and sprays through the smoke, allowing Bit to fall back and staying alive. But on this round, Astralis are really going to end on B, and whether through comms or s1mple hearing device, he knows there's a player here towards tree, and as s1mple slowly works his way in, he will find this pick on towards tree and drop the bomb in the process. Picking up this AK, s1mple continues to swing out before finding 1 kill and a second before finally falling to Zipnik. So on this round, just a really great display of how s1mple knows to play off his teammates. He understands the situation and knows he has to show some presence to keep Bit alive into picking up that AK and playing with full confidence versus a team like Astralis and picking up some more frags. In my eyes, s1mple is the world's best right now, and although his mechanical skill is out of this universe, perhaps s1mple's decision making and aptitude for approaching his role correctly and playing for the team perhaps can fall a little to the wayside. Hopefully during this one you've learned a little more about s1mple as a player alongside his role on Na'Vi, particularly in those late executes on the T side. What do you think about s1mple? Is he better than ZywOo, or do you have your French hat on? Tell me your thoughts of Na'Vi as a whole in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter and join my Discord to stay up to date, and stick around for more content in the weeks to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.